So, how did that feel? What's important is you understand what it feels like to be stressed and what it feels like to be completely relaxed. Understanding the difference is going to help you to get into the next level, which is relaxed state. Relaxation is a whole nother session. Um, Remember these little phrases, and they're common phrases that people say to each other, or you say to yourself when you are trying to relax your mind. Thoughts are going to come up that are just normal thoughts that are going to fill your brain when you're trying to empty your mind. You want to kind of get your brain into like a clean slate type of a state, and if you can clear all your thoughts first, it's going to be really easy to get into the visualization that comes later. So there's a phrase that I remember, and it's, "The time is now." I never bring a watch when I meditate, when I train, because I don't want to think about how long it's taking, or what meeting, or what errands I have to run today. The things that aren't in this moment right now, I don't want to think about. So the time is now. The time is not 12 o'clock or 7 o'clock. It's right now. And if you can be in this moment, and if you can just think about where you are, you're here right now. That's it. The time is now. Place is here. And if you can get yourself into the moment to where you're focusing on everything that's going on right now, meditation is going to be a lot easier. Everything is a beautiful journey. Be aware. And the phrase, "the time is now," is about being aware. If you're aware of everything that's going around you at any moment, it's going to be easy to attract the things you want if you're constantly listening to everything. If you see everything, like right now, I don't know if you can hear it, there's a hummingbird to my left, and I can hear the chirp of the hummingbird, and I can hear its wings. Every time I meditate here, there's birds that are playing, or there's squirrels that are being goofy, chasing each other and playing with each other. The other day I saw 2 hawks playing with each other for about 15 minutes, and they were just going from tree to tree, power lines, they were going everywhere, and they stayed in this environment. And I thought to myself, man, that would be cool to touch one of those things. And after about 15 minutes of watching them play, they swooped down under this tree that I'm in right now, that I'm meditating under right now. And they came right into this branch. It was the most amazing thing. And that's the beauty of being in the moment. You're not going to miss anything. And if you're aware of every sound and everything that's going on in your environment, someone may say something to you that might be a key to success for you. You may be reading a book and something might jump out. You're going to have ahas all day that are going to solve all of your problems if you are aware. So remember, the time is now. I can't stress enough the importance of constant practice every day. This is the biggest tip I can give you about how to make this work. If you are aware of what it feels like to be completely relaxed, then you're going to know how bad it is to be stressed, and exactly when you're beginning to feel the stress come onto your shoulders or whatever. And that's when you can start to breathe and flip it and relax. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's the secret to making this stuff work. The biggest tip I can give you is just constantly practice this. If you do it every day for 5 minutes, you're going to see change happen in stressful situations. And actually what's going to happen is your stressful situations are going to be your most relaxed situations, which you're going to only have to, the only way you're going to understand that is if you try it. Something that you want to think about while you're breathing is this. I always find the biggest, cleanest environment to breathe in and to meditate in and to train in and to read in, because if you can stay in the moment where you are, all the energy around you is going to be noticed, including my energy. Where do I fit into all this? So while I'm breathing, I remember everything is just a beautiful journey. Everything is a beautiful journey. When you're in an argument, that's a beautiful part of the journey, because if you can learn to relax and breathe in that moment, you can learn about someone, you can learn something about someone that you've never considered before. You can learn something about yourself that you've never considered before, just from breathing in a stressful situation. So that's something to think about. So I hope that you try this and you apply this and you find your own definition of success through trying it. And you find it at your pace. So be patient with the results. Listen to your body and be aware of how it feels. And be aware of what mental junk might surface. One of my speeches, I talk about how if you eliminate the front that you put on to people, your junk is going to show, which is good because then you can deal with it. So if your mental issues begin to surface when you're trying to be quiet, that's good, because then you can know what you have to deal with to find your personal best. Does that make sense? All right. Most of all, remain persistent with your personal practice times, and go at your own pace, and you'll see and feel your desired results. I promise you. One day without practice and you'll begin to slip back into your old routine. So keep it up, and you'll be happy, that you did in the end. I think that's it for today. If you have any questions, you can always visit www.mydragonfire.com. You can purchase my book, Dragonfire: Finding Your Personal Best, in which we go step by step through the processes for learning how to breathe, relax, meditate, visualize, and take action on whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Alright? So keep the faith, and I'll see you next time.
Start over again. Everything happens for a reason. Good doesn't come